Ready?
Let hello everyone. Hello Radha, how are you?
I'm doing amazing.
As usual. Where are you?
I'm
Oh,
doing great.
good,
Doing good.
good.
There's no other way of explaining when someone asks me. What about you?
Thank God, I'm good. I'm fine.
Now that it's been 2 weeks or so since you have hit the fifth floor.
Yeah,
You went from the fourth floor to the fifth floor
yeah.
of your life. And how does it feel, Mariam?
I feel great, awesome, grateful, amazing, everything,
Okay,
everything.
so what's our topic today?
We're speaking about the women 50 and above and how they can manage this period of time in their life. I think it's a very strange. Some women have it with a strange emotion and feelings, and maybe they can't understand themselves. It's really
Yeah, it's
very,
not a fun time if you don't know what's going on.
yes,
It's not a fun time. But I'm hoping that the younger women are going to watch this too, because you need to know if you understand what's happening with their body, then you start to take care of yourself from the younger days so that when you reach this age, it doesn't affect you as bad as it affected us.
yeah.
Because I did not know at early age. And then no one even told me. My doctors were useless, I'm going to say. Sorry to say it, but literally, because even when I had all sorts of symptoms, he would say, "You're too young for it." I was in my 40s when I was experiencing like perimenopausal and all of that, right? Having the symptoms. So it gets ignored. I know so many women, even they're about to like they're in the mid 40s or late 40s and their doctors say the same thing, and I'm like, they don't even know about perimenopausal. They don't even talk about that. They talk about just the 50 and that's it, end of it. So if you don't understand, if you don't know, and if you don't have a doctor or your physician who's going to tell you,
Mm,
then you might think you're losing it.
yes, I agree.
And it starts early in the age. So we're going to talk multiple things. Yes, the age part itself, as when you get to a certain age, like it's the aging. And I mentioned to you that I have created a video that I've started to do it again as her voice. And I recorded a while back, and I'm actually going to post that also on the Facebook. So it's on YouTube too, so people can listen to it. But we'll talk about the aging, and then we'll also talk about menopausal because that's huge, right? And hormonal things that affect us.
Yeah.
And again, and why we want to talk about this, because it affects every aspect of your life.
Mm,
So
yeah.
if you're having problems in your relationship, you're having issues at your work,
Mm,
you're having issues in your business, or whatever it is, or health issues, it's all related. So if you are already someone in your 40s, going towards like from 40 to 50 or even after 50 and experiencing, so let me, and I'm going to ask you, but I'm just going to give some symptoms, okay? Extreme emotional ups and downs,
yeah.
where one moment, you're happy, and the next minute you're just really sad, you have no idea what's going on, or it's anger, right? That's some of the emotional side that you experience. What about you, Miriam? Did you experience that?
Until now, no. Thank God.
But you were, and the reason is because you were already starting to do this work before you came
Before.
to your, yeah.
Yeah, but do you know, always I'm preparing myself. Everyone, my advice for every woman to have like the awareness about this period of time,
Mhm.
okay? Because that will help her to handle it
Yeah,
in like healthy way, okay?
exactly.
Understand her feeling, her emotion, and understand the reaction of people.
Hmm.
Okay, sometimes the reaction maybe it's normal, but because her feeling is not good, okay,
Yeah.
due to the hormones, it's maybe it get in
It's extreme.
trouble. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And that's when all of the emotions are going to start to come up.
yeah.
Because literally we're designed that way that when we're getting to this age, it's time for us to pause. So I'm going to say, so I'm going to go here and there. So it's going to be a mixture of everything. So it's perimenopausal, menopausal, age 50, how we thought women are supposed to be in their 50s and how it literally is, all of that, right? So I'm just going to go all over the place.
Yeah.
So one of the things is when you look at the word menopause and you separated men, oh, pause, pause. Literally, I know, but it's more or less, it's like a pause when you women are supposed to be coming within. Because before that, what are we doing? We're in the creative state of giving birth, family, nurturing, loving, all of that. And our body's built that
Mm,
way. It's preparing for us to produce all of that.
mm,
So what the menopausal stage is when it starts, it stops. Okay. But what we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be pausing from life.
mm,
We're supposed to be going within. We're supposed to be slowing down. Okay. But what we do we? No, we're still in this high stress.
mm,
Go, go, go. So women after, and then also another thing, and I'm going to say this, some women might not like it, or some people might not like what I'm saying. Also, we are not designed to have kids when we pass certain age. Sorry, but I'm going to say this.
mm.
Our body's not meant to. Yes, people say that nowadays. Oh, it's okay. Can be past 40 and have kids, but your body's already preparing to stop. That's how we're designed. So you could just imagine why a lot of babies get born with women who are in that age with issues.
With the issue. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The body, developmental issues, physically, premature, all of that starts to happen
Mm.
because a woman's body already is preparing to stop.
Okay, what should the woman do?
Meaning,
Really stop, or she has to manage it? How
no, no, I'm talking about having babies when you're 40 years old.
I get my baby at 40?
I know, but then you know what does it do to your body?
No, I feel recently I can handle it because my body, like
Yeah.
before 2, 3 years, I run with him, I play with him, but now I feel like I'm tired. He is 10 years old, but I feel like I am tired. I don't have like mood to
Yes.
play with him.
Yes.
I don't have the energy to run after him or run after me. It's really hard. Always,
Exactly.
I told my, oh my God, I have to had this kid in early age, not now.
I know. So there you go. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
Secondly, nowadays, like it's because of the food and everything else, the stress level is higher now.
Mm,
So when women are in that age with all that stress level, there's lots of complication. I know of so many that they've had lots of complication because your body's already preparing, right?
yeah,
We don't know what's going on internally.
yeah,
And then again, that too, because you're supposed to be slowing down, but you're just getting started. And that child is going to need you.
yes. I feel sometimes, I feel like I'm guilty.
There you go. So I'm glad you shared that. I had no idea that you were 40 when you had him, but I'm glad they shared that because that's one of the things when you really think about it. Yes, we can do all of these things, but are you going to be able to be there for your child when you're also going through the perimenopausal and menopausal stage? Can you fully show up? It's hard, right?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's
And
really,
then what happens? Now it affects your health.
yeah, because you are stressed all the time.
Yeah, right? So it's affecting you. It's affecting, I'm not saying for women not to. I'm just saying be mindful about it.
Yeah.
Be ready for the outcome. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Can I handle it? Do I have help? Do I have? I know of a lot of famous people done it, but they have nannies taking care of the kids.
I don't like.
No, but you know what I mean? Like when people have said, it's not that you cannot, but I'm being real about our body. I'm being real about what is meant to happen. And every time you go against nature, we know what happens.
Yeah.
And human beings are going against nature. One of this is sitting, stagnant, not moving, telephone, technology, all of that. So you can just imagine all of this stuff is going in the background. What are you doing to your body and what's going to happen to that child that's going to come out in this world? As a trauma specialist, as an educator, because I teach this to students, child development. So I know what's happening in the background. I know about brain. So to me, I'm very passionate about it. So I'm going to come out and say it. That's what I said. People might not like it. It's a thing it's a question that women need to ask.
Hmm.
Why am I wanting this child right now? Is my body prepared for it? Is the environment here ready for me to do this? And what's going to happen? Because my body is going to start to change. Because if they don't know that, what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly.
And postpartum depression, because now you're already also gonna get to 50 pretty soon. And then now you have all of this child and everything going on, emotional issues, depression. It's just disaster waiting to happen.
Okay, how we can like handle depression and the stress in this period of time?
Okay. So again, knowing that your body is not, so that's why I keep saying knowing the nature of your brain and your body,
Hmm.
how we were designed. Okay. So knowing how a body is supposed to handle certain things, your body's trying to prepare to end a period, basically.
Yeah.
That's what menopause is, right? So that you don't reproduce anymore, all of that happening. So knowing that, you need to start to take care of yourself,
How?
manage your stress,
How?
all of the things that I've been talking about, managing your stress.
Hmm.
Okay. Number one. And how do we manage stress? We've since last year, all these episodes.
Crazy. Okay, maybe somebody it's the first time is watching this episode. Like a breathing technique.
Breathing properly, to learning to
Yeah.
breathe so that your breath is going into your belly, the oxygen's taking longer to come out, the blood flows, your brain is active, releasing good hormones by
Okay.
doing the breath work, moving your body. So basically, everything you're supposed to do normally, how our body is designed. So moving your body,
Hmm.
physically making sure you stretch, you do cardio, because that's really important, raising your heart rate,
Hmm.
not sitting around and all of that. Food is crucial at this age.
You are absolutely correct.
Crucial. I mean, it's so important on the food that you eat, man.
Yeah.
It's huge,
Huge. Yeah.
huge. So the hot flashes happens a lot. I've been through it. All of that, all of those things are happening mainly is because when your cortisol level's really high,
Hmm.
right? There's
Right.
inflammation in your body. Glucose spikes a lot. So the food mainly that you want to be mindful and careful with is processed food. Taking sugar out, especially in the morning, okay? All of those things, it's like crucial. Because when I was going through, and I had to figure all of this out on my own. I literally had no help from my doctors. And I know what he was going to do. He was going to send me to gynecologists, and they probably would have done surgeries and stuff like that. But I decided to take matters in my own hand.
Mm.
And also, a book came my way because I was going through so much stuff that time. I was about to turn 40, I think it was, or
Mm.
early 40s. And the book was called Wisdom of Menopause. Kristen Northrup saved my life that way when it came to menopause. So when I read a lot of stuff, so I knew these were things to do. So I was already starting to do certain things. So I started to do that, like, taking care of the food, the sleep, all of that makes a huge, huge difference in your body. Because if you don't do that, that's when you have, because a lot of people, when they complain about hot flashes, the emotional regulation, that is because of the food. Because I used to go through that. I
Mm.
think I was in my like mid 40s, 45, 46, consistently. So if anyone's listening, if you're going through this, you know what it is. It's actually perimenopause symptoms. I'll be hot. I would take my jacket off, and then 2 seconds later, put it on because I'm cold, freezing. And my sweat, like I would just wake up sweating.
Mm.
I went through that, but I always was told this is it. And I know a lot of women listening are going, no, no, this is it. It's normal. It's menopause. No, I'm here to tell you, no, it's not normal. That's extreme case. Your body's changing. So you might have minor symptoms.
Mm.
And that is there, minor symptoms. But when you have this extreme of all this happening, it's because your body is on a high stress response. Cortisol is consistently being released. You have glucose being spiking up consistently,
Mm.
inflammation in your body. So all of these things are causing issue. When you start to eat properly, move in your body, your hormones will balance.
Yeah.
Okay. So you won't have these hot flashes and emotional state. And the other thing is the biggest thing everybody keeps talking about is the belly fat. Oh, this is normal. It's normal that, everything, every part of the body, you could be working out, you can do all the workout and you're going on diets and everything, but belly is big. That's cortisol. And that's when a lot of women start to have diabetes and everything else.
Mm.
That's the age it kind of starts, right?
Yeah.
Because now, of course, because hormones have changed, you're not producing estrogen, so a lot of changes are happening in your body. But if you're not eating food like carbs, because you think, hey, it's okay, because I'm getting to this age and I'm feeling this way, so it's okay for me to, because you'll want comfort. And the reason when you're wanting comfort food is because there's a lot of emotions you're not wanting to deal with. So it's all related.
Mm.
That's the age. Everything you've been stuffing down, all your emotions are going to start to come up because it needs to be released. This is how we're designed.
Yeah.
So instead of staying with the pain and the emotions and healing and dealing with them and finding ways to let those emotions go physically,
Yeah.
what we end up doing is go towards comfort food. And also with women in this age, you'll notice your relationships change,
Mm.
especially with the men. So now you have all sorts of stories in your mind. Oh, I'm getting old. So I'm not going to be wanted, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about, right? All of those thoughts are going in your head. You think you're not attractive anymore.
Yeah.
You're not a woman anymore, all of that, because that's what you've been hearing, right? So
Yeah.
all of those emotions are going in your mind. So what you do, you tend towards more of the carbs and sugars, and because you don't want to sit there with your feelings, you don't want to deal with any of these things. So it's just a big mess.
Yeah, big mess. Yes, for that reason, I suggest this topic because awareness is very important in this
It
certain.
doesn't have to be a mess. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
normal. It's normal, but if we have the awareness.
yes, but we don't have those, all of those symptoms that people think is normal. That's not normal. That's not normal. Okay. You're not supposed to be going through that. If you are, sit down, take a pen and paper and write, what are the food that I'm eating? What time do I eat? When is my last meal?
Yeah.
Are you eating at 8 o'clock at night and there's carbs in there? You can just know what's going to happen. Or are you eating carbs without any vegetables or anything to, coat your stomach? So your glucose is rising.
Okay.
He says causing inflammation. So that belly fat is inflammation, is what's happening. So it's not normal. So that's what women start thinking. So now it continues. Then from there, you have backache and you have this and this and this and this and this. I have certain things come up and I know because I know my body. I'll check in with my body.
Mm,
I've had a little bit of aching pains going on, but I know what had happened and I can take care of it.
mm,
If I end up putting certain foods in my body, it instantly, I'll feel it instantly because there's inflammation. So I'll feel it in my neck and my legs and things like that where the pain would start because the hormones are changing. All of the hormones that were there that was going to take care of all of this are not being produced anymore.
yeah.
Right? So if you're not aware of all of these things, you continue saying, well, this is it. This is how we're supposed to be, because that's how the doctors also tell us. This is normal. That's what my doctor told me. Right? But no, but the food is 100% you gotta be really careful what goes in your body. Moving the body is so important. So
Yeah.
important because that joints and everything, because your body's going to start to get brittle
Mm,
because we're not releasing those hormones are not being produced. So it's starting to you'll have you more prone to acts if you get accidents, breaking bones and all of that. See, these things no one actually tells us. I did not know. You'll have weird sensations in your body because of the hormones not being produced.
mm,
So, but if you take care of yourself, managing your stress, eating right food, moving your body, the self-talk telling you you're the most beautiful thing in the world.
yeah.
It's nothing to do. Just because you're certain age does not mean your life is over now. So women, if you think that, nah. I get a lot of times like when I'm working with women, they're hitting that age, they go through the little bit of depression, they have no idea. But it's because their mind, if they're thinking that.
Yeah. Do you know, not mind only, maybe they take it from their family, like,
Oh, that's what I mean. So
mm,
because they've been hearing it, I did. Because
mm,
I watched how the episode that I recorded, I talk about it. My siblings and my mom looked like she was 90 plus when she was 50.
yeah,
Right? They
yeah.
acted that way, they looked that way, they were not well, they were not like all of stuff was going on. So when I was in my mid 40s, that's what I thought. I used to be around women who used to freak me out because I would hear their stories.
Mm.
I'm like, is this what I have to look forward to? Because they were not doing good. They had, the way their body was, they were complaining about everything. But I'm glad that I was doing this work. I remember my 49th birthday. I looked at pictures of me because it was not, yes, I had put on a layer, right? Because of all the things I was going through, but I could not see that light in my eyes.
Mm.
Because when I looked at some of pictures back from, I was doing this work where I was like releasing, letting go. So I was grabbing all these pictures when I was like mid 30s and my 40th birthday and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, from 45 to 49, something just took that light out of me. And I remember on the eve of my 49th birthday, I'm like, I have a year. There's no way I'm going to be like this. And by my 50th birthday, not even that, it was like a month it took me. Same thing. The food, I went, did an 18-hour fasting. So basically, had my dinner 6 o'clock, nothing in my body till morning, my breakfast, but no sugar, meaning even fruits, till midday.
Mm.
So I started doing that till midday, no fruits, nothing at all, no carbs, nothing. So at lunch, I would have my salad and then my fruits and stuff after. And then after dinner, that was it. That was the biggest thing that changed. And then, of course, with my body consistently, I was already doing that, but the food was huge.
Yeah.
And then releasing all of those emotions, writing it out, whatever was going on with me, telling myself that, hey, nothing can stop me, doesn't matter the age.
The age, I feel it's just a number. The
Numeric, yes. So we should not be focused on the
yeah,
numeric age, but we should be just focusing on the biological age.
yes. What you feel about yourself, this is the
Yeah.
very
So
important.
when you take care of yourself physically, you don't age. Like I was saying that to someone, I feel like a reverse because when I go back, even maybe 2 years ago, there's such a difference in me. I'm talking energetically, of course, look-wise too, like people tell me that, right?
Mm.
But energetically, I feel mentally, all of that, I feel I wasn't like this when I was younger, even.
Yeah. Because you work on yourself, you take care about your food, you take care about your feeling, you have the awareness about what is going around you, and you live the
Yeah, I
moment.
can laugh freely,
Yeah.
right? I don't know, like, okay, I'm just gonna, I don't really care what anyone's going to think about me. That's another thing.
Mm.
You're at this point to your life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what someone's going to say, what I look like, or what I'm goes over my head. But before that, I always was concerned. But that was also because that's how I was brought up.
You know, since I travel out of my country mid of 20th, I don't care about anyone what he say about me. For
Mhm.
that reason, I feel like I am in peace. I don't care. As soon I didn't hurt you, I don't care what you think about me even.
The difference, the problem with mine was that mine lived with me, my mother.
Yeah. Yes, yes, I agree. I agree.
Oh, my family listening will know and they'll laugh because they know what she used to do. I remember even my brother said, Mom, that time I was 51 or something. She's past 50. Like, what is wrong? Oh no, women are not supposed to be going out after 6 o'clock. Women are not supposed to do this, and women not supposed to. So that was my what are they gonna say? What is my family going to say? What are people gonna say? So that was her biggest thing. So with me, that was all of that is gone. Like I could with me on my own, it didn't matter what anyone is going to say, but because due to her,
Mm,
I could not get out of that mode. So I had to live dual life.
yeah,
I did till she passed away. I had to live a dual life on my own with my friends. I was one way, but
and I
around,
was with your mom.
yeah. So that was a big problem for me because you could just imagine what's happening in my mind, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
like,
conflict.
it was a huge conflict.
Yes.
So that's why a lot of things, that's why it's taking me longer, took me longer to get to this point I am right now, is because I was in that situation,
Mm,
right? But I started to work on it while being with her. And then after she passed away, it was like that big release, right? But that's the thing, because you get to a point, it's like it doesn't matter what anyone says.
yeah,
It doesn't really matter. So you take care of yourself and know that go by the biological age, and that's how you feel. If you feel like you're 35, then be great.
I feel I am still in the mid of 20th.
I know. With me, because everyone says I'm like in my mid 30s, so they'll think I look or like late 30s. I actually feel that way anyways. Because I remember in my 30s, because one of the things I did on my 49th birthday, I pulled up a picture of me on my like when I was in my 30, I put it on my end table and I said, she's coming back.
I
And
like
she came
it.
back. And then my 50th, after my 50th birthday, there was a picture, family friends took it. So it was a physical picture. I put that picture together in the frame, my 30 and my 50th. And I did it. Because
Ve-
it was all about, yes, the looks was one of the things, but it was because the what was coming through me. I could not, that light in me was gone. And I brought that back. And then even now, when I compare from my 50 to now, 57, big, huge difference. Like now it just comes out automatically. And that's by moving the body, taking care of me, every moment, finding out how I'm feeling. So dealing with whatever's going on right away by, breath work, whatever it takes, surrounding myself with people that feeding to me, doing the job that and this was how I manifested it, doing the things I love. So I'm not, doesn't feel like work anymore.
Mm,
Going to the nature, connecting with nature. The food, it's huge because last week I put some stuff in me that didn't agree and I could really feel my, like the point I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to do anything for 2 days.
mm,
So I had to cleanse myself up to get back to normal. And then now I'm like, all of a sudden, my mind is clear. So all of those things is going to really affect you. And you know that, Mariam, and you're lucky that you started to do this work right before.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything, to be honest with
But
you.
otherwise it would have if you were not.
Yeah, yeah,
Did not do the work, it would have definitely, because this, can you imagine the state you were in when I met you?
yeah. Oh my God.
And if you had not, and you hitting the stage now, and now physically all those changes happen. So the reason I'm saying that, because there are women out there who are probably going to be listening to this, or they know someone are in that state. So please, please start to take care of you. Start to take care of you. I've had so many women because, and another thing is people don't talk about this, right? So nobody wants to talk. That word menopause, even if you, especially if you use it around men too, they go, I don't know why. Everybody gets like, it's like a
Oh,
taboo
what?
word.
To
It's a
o
re
to overcome any period of our life or any situation, we have to face it. Why we have to hide?
that word, if you're having conversation and you say menopause or perimenopause or even period or anything, people just go like it's like such a taboo, and that's how it used to be. I want people to talk about this, and you also need to speak with your men. And you have young boys, and they need to know that. They need to know. So in that way, because another thing used to happen before, oh, it must be your time of the month, or you must be menopausing in a bad way.
Yeah,
That's why you're cranky.
yeah,
So we need to explain to them, hey, this is a physical thing going on here.
yes,
So we need to really be open about these things. We need to be talking about this,
yes,
bringing it up at the young girls so they understand their body, so they don't ruin it. Because, like I said, when sometimes women would be talking, oh, this is happening to me, that's happening. And I'm like, how old are you? And they go, mid 40s. I'm like, you're perimenopause. I'm like, well, no, my doctor, no, it can be. I'm like, yes, you are. Because they were like, I'm losing it. What's going on? I'm like, I'm crazy. My mind is going all weird. And all of these things they say. And I said,
yeah. One of my friend around
yeah,
40s told me I don't know myself anymore. Maybe
Yeah,
she didn't understand her situation.
yeah.
Even
And
she
those
separated.
symptoms are like mental illness,
Yeah,
mental health
even she
issue.
separated from her husband.
Mhm.
She surprised me big time because they are in love. But she told me, I don't understand myself. I don't know what's
Yeah.
happened to me.
Okay.
Because she
So
doesn't
talking
have
about,
the awareness.
yes, exactly. Because it's such a shh. Oh, menopause, don't use that word. Let's not talk about that. Like that's what I've noticed.
Hmm.
That's what I noticed. People don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear it. But we need to bring, so you've heard of midlife crisis?
Sorry?
Midlife crisis.
Yes.
So they talk about that. So that's what it is. Men actually also have something similar. Physically,
Yeah,
they can go
around
through
40.
changes too.
Around
Yeah,
40.
exactly. So the midlife crisis, this is what it is. If you don't understand, yes, I've heard of a lot of relationship issues around in this age.
Yeah. Because they don't understand what it's going
No.
on physically.
Yeah. But women actually want to pull back at that point. It's okay. It's okay. But you need to know how to do this because they've been so giving, giving, giving. Now their body can't handle it. So they're like, oh my God, I can't deal with this anymore. Because they're supposed to be resting. They're supposed to be taking that break. Like I said, pause.
Yeah.
Not leave, because you're supposed to slow down.
Yeah.
You're supposed to slow down. You're supposed to breathe. You're supposed to pamper yourself. You're supposed to take care of you.
Yes.
Right? But if we don't discuss this, so one of these things I'm going to let everyone know who's listening, please have the conversation with your partner if you're married. They need to know this stuff is real stuff. If anyone, if your partner or anyone turns around and say, "Oh, are you like menopausing again?" Please let them know this is real. Pull up things if you want to, psychologist stuff, whatever, and let them know. Or you can get them to call me.
Yeah.
I'll explain. This is actual physical things that's happening in the body. They need to understand. You have to work together and with your partner to be able to get through this. You
Yeah.
have to if you're married. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster. And you don't want that. Like Mariam said, I've seen so many people, their marriages break up due to this because they don't know what's going on. Mentally, they'll think they're going crazy because their hormones all nuts because they're not taking care of
Not
them.
stable. Yeah. It's the hormones is goes up and down in this period of time.
Yeah.
Why do you know the same things it's happen when you turn from the childhood to teenager?
Yeah. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing because
The
that's when
same
your
thing,
body
okay?
changes. It's the same thing. You're starting.
Yeah, we have to be open to understand,
Yeah.
to help each other to go through this period of
Why
time.
do you think so many young girls and 14, 15 are having depressions and mental health
Yes,
issues?
yes. And do you know what surprised me big time? That the schools
Mm. They're not considering that.
don't consider those things at all.
Nope. Nope. So when I was preparing the students who went out for EA, because we go through child development, we could talk about all of this stuff, and I brought this up. I said, if you're working in high schools, you're working with, or even 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds, know if they're having all of this mood fluctuation, you know what's going on. So they're not going, there's no depression or anything. It's physically. So they need to be able to balance it. Again, the reason there's more of this now, do young children, kids, or even 10-year-old, 13-year-olds do move their body? No. What kind of food do they eat?
Junk food.
Yeah. So that age, because you're starting to, right? The reproduction and all of that, the body's changing, not preparing them for it. And then when you hit like 40s, now it's closing it off. Literally. So you're going through the same period, same thing. What happens, your puberty is when you're now about to hit your 50s. It's a real physical thing that's happening in your body. Everybody needs to know it. Thanks for bringing it up because it is the same thing.
Maybe we should to talk about this one, like awareness for everyone has a teenagers. Okay,
Yeah.
because it's really happened a lot. Last time when I was on social media, I found like a mom make awareness in the Middle East
Mm.
about her daughter. She said, we didn't know that she suffered from depression until she end her life.
Yeah. That can happen because I work with a lot of young girls in that age, and believe me.
Do you know how much hurt my heart?
Yeah.
She said, we didn't notice.
Yeah. But it's all related to the physical changes, but because people are not taking care of themselves, so it's affecting them and they don't know how to deal with this. But because now anxiety and depression, mental health is such a big thing. Oh, yeah, no, it's a mental health. Let's go to the doctor, give them medication, blah, blah,
What
blah. No,
medication?
it's your physical body's changing. Their physical body's changing.
I know it's like a heavy topic, but
It is a heavy topic.
we always bring something or some topic to make awareness for the people.
That's our work. That's what we want
Okay?
to do. Yeah,
Only to help you guys.
yeah, yeah. These are our heavy topics, and these are topics people don't want to know. They don't want to hear about it.
And they are shy
Yeah, they're shy. Yeah.
to
I
light those things. Okay? We
Exactly.
are here to help. Only our mission to help.
Yeah.
Believe me. Me and Radha, since we started this episodes, we started to help you guys.
hmm Just bring the awareness. It's up to you. I did been wanting to do the menopause and 50s and aging, all the workshop, a full workshop. So I'm going to be going away for a bit, but when I get back, definitely because I'm going to be all recharged. So I'm going to do a workshop on that. And maybe I'll add both, like the puberty part of it for women and then going into as women ending, right? Because it's really important. Because if we don't understand, oh, it's awful. Young kids to women at that age, a lot of women at that age start to get suicidal thoughts, guys, because they don't know how to manage it. They think they're just at the edge. So again, yes, this is empty, the very sensitive topic, but it's something that we need to talk about and bring it out in the open. So.
Thank you so much, Radha. I really appreciate your explanation. And we wish you a great vacation.
Thank you.
Come back with the glowing
Yeah, I
eye.
know. Next episode is going to be, but be prepared to have your feed bombarded with my pictures. No. All my affirmations and everything with all the beautiful pictures that I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell anyone until I'll put it up.
Okay. I know, but
Few more days, few more days.
okay, thank you. And I wish you like a safe trip,
And thank you.
vacation. See you
Thank you.
next week.
Okay, see you
Bye.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.